Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 14, entitled The Forest of Enjoyment. Text number 31. Tatrapi nirva rodha svairenam viharanam attikripana bhudir anyonya mukta nirikshana dinagramyam karma inaiva vismrita kalavadi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. No, it's a long purport. Okay, so we'll just read translation. But before we read translation, which will obviously remind us what we discussed yesterday, first we will ask what we discussed yesterday. Bolo. What did we discuss yesterday?
As much as one is free from karma, lust desires, that much you can taste the Krishna consciousness.
As much as one is free from karma, one can taste Krishna consciousness. Okay, what else? What was that in relationship to? What's the main subject yesterday?
Sometimes people try spiritual life, but they get cheated by some people. And they
people try spiritual life, but they get cheated because they didn't try enough, or sincerely enough.
And they fear to again try spiritual life.
Yeah, so they have bad experience and therefore they lose the faith. This is very essential point we have to understand. Losing faith in the spiritual process, that's an absolute destruction of one's existence practically. Because faith is the essential foundation for spiritual life, no? What means spiritual life? Shraddha to prema. So it starts with faith, and that faith keeps on growing, no? Till nishta. Nishta means that firm faith, steady faith, and then complete faith of absolute surrender. That is what it's prema, you know? So let's say we have a bad experience, but why we had bad experience? It's no one else's fault. And sometimes, of course, it might be influenced. But in essence, it's because we are not sincere. So when we approach or we do practice spiritual life, then we have to be sincere. Just like I said this morning, we have to be sincere. Whatever we are doing, we should do it sincerely. Quality should be as high as possible. Quantity, anyway, okay, don't worry about quantity. Quantity will manifest when there is a good quality. So first we have to focus on quality, no? If we are doing something, let's say, again, memorizing a verse, no? Whatever we are doing, but let's do it properly with the quality. Do at least something with the quality. As I said, learn one line with the quality. Quantity will come later on when we become, aware or conscious, or we have faith more in the process. Everything will develop. So that's why people who present spiritual life, but they are rascals, number one. That's how Kali destroys the whole process of faith. No, it's very easy. You just don't have faith in Guru, don't have faith in a process itself. Don't use this Chakra. Use. Who did that? Which Prabhuji? Huh? No, because then you throw that cloth. You can't use this cloth for something else, no? Then better use some other kapra or use some paper or something Anyway, Chordo, now let's do this and then later, what to do. It's like who liberated mosquito, And who has to wash his feet now? Who stepped on this? Who killed the mosquito? There you go. I didn't go that side. Whose feet is bloody? Yuck. No? Huh? Somebody did it. It's not nobody. I didn't. But who did it? Somebody did it. They're spreading it around. Stepping everywhere else. Huh? What's that? Cat? They chase the cat first, So much nonsense going on. Cat and mosquito and this and that. So fate. That's how Kali. That's Kali's business. He will send people who are rascals, no? He will promote people who are rascals. That's why internet is full of it, no? So that they destroy people's faith in Shastra. That destroy people's faith in spiritual process, no? It's so easy then. And it's even more easier because again we still didn't point out what was the essence of yesterday's shloka. Nobody said that. Huh? What was the essence of yesterday's shloka?
People who are not sincere.
Raise your hand. It's still too cold, so that's why. Okay. So.
People who are not sincere, so Maya keep them away from Krishna.
Okay, people are not sincere, Maya keeps them away from Krishna. That's true, but how they are not sincere?
Because they want to serve, they do not want to serve Krishna.
What was the first point we mentioned today from the yesterday? What was the first point? Yeah, you know because you said. Anybody else? What was the first point we said today?
More one is free from lust.
Yes.
How much we detached from lust, that must be.
Yes, so what is the point? Yesterday, what we discussed? What do we remember? Okay, Upesh, enlighten everyone.
People who are free from lust, lust is prominent in animal life. And
so, wait, what is the conclusion? What's the main point of yesterday? Yes.
Yata vara jati.
Huh?
Yata vara jati.
Second word you didn't pronounce properly. It's a big difference, no? Monkey business. No, monkey business. Monkey's business is what? At least, predominantly. Sex life, yes. Sex life, that's it. That's what we discuss. It's a monkey business. So any guru comes and say, yes, just have sex life as much as... That's Kali's job. No? And everybody's immediately ready. Yes, this is the best guru I could ever think of. No? So that's cheating. That's raskaldom. But of course, if someone is not sincere, then they will, they want to use spiritual life. See, that's the point. I want to use Krishna for my sense enjoyment. And then, okay, you can't do that. Then you'll be cheated like this. Then Krishna will. That's what we said. Where there is a demand, there is supply. No? So where there is raskaldom, then there will be plenty of supply of those who will fuel it. No? But then what is the result? Why nobody talks about that? Well, nobody wants to know what is the result of being a rascal number one like this, no? And trying to cheat Krishna. Then that's why Krishna says in Gita, out of the cheaters, I'm the cheat. No? So you're trying to exploit Krishna, but then you'll see what will happen. No? Then you have to learn really heavy lessons being a rascal like this. Monkey business. Okay. So today it says, in this way the descendants of the monkeys intermingle with each other. Birds of feather flock together, or birds of feather get drunk together, or birds of feather have sex together. That's what it is. In this way, the descendants of the monkeys intermingle with each other. No. So what's the monkey business? Yeah. That's what the conception usually, or perception of a monkey is. Yeah. Sex life. Yeah. So they're generally known as Shudras. Although that's a very, very, very generous labeling. No? It's a very generous name given. Shudras are very elevated actually. But without hesitating, they live and move freely, not knowing the goal of life. They are captivated simply by seeing the faces of one another, which remind them of sense gratification. They're always engaged in material activities known as gramya kata, and they work hard for material benefit. Thus, they forget completely that one day their small lifespans will be finished, and they will be degraded in the evolutionary cycle. So we don't know we are doing so many things, we don't know the consequences of it. That's not intelligent. That's not intelligent. It's a very narrow-minded, just like nowadays. Why are you studying? Why are you studying? Give me the answer. Every one of you, give me the answer. Why are you studying? We're going to start. Why are you studying?
Degree.
Degree. You want degree?
Pharma.
Oh, but I'm not asking. Tanmay, why you are doing internship? Why are you doing internship?
For getting a good job.
For getting a good job. Okay. Why are you studying?
Sir, social service.
Social service. Really, you're so concerned about social? Or that's just I heard so many people, social this, social that. They just want some steady position or something. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Neha, why are you studying?
Just to capable for more.
Just to what?
To become to capable for doing spiritual life and also.
What does this have to do with spiritual life? Anyway, okay. Pushpendra, why are you studying? Bolo. Why? Why are you studying? Huh? Job. You want job. Okay. Himanshu, why are you studying? Okay, think about it if you're not ready yet. Hemant, why you're not studying? Huh? Bolo, jaldi. Kya? Huh? Bolo. जल्दी देख उतर दे दो
समस्या की क्या बोलते हैं
in one line. Don't give me the class now for half an hour. Just give me one line. Financial concept. Okay. So Bhupesh, why are you studying?
My parents forced me.
Your parents force you. Okay. Why are you studying?
So I can get some money.
You can get some money.
Same job.
Same. Your mother says. Very nice. Okay. Then you.
For Lakshmi only.
For Lakshmi only. We don't understand that wherever there is Krishna, there is Lakshmi, no? We never realize that. Okay. Social service. What a cheating nonsense. Okay. Why you studying? Job. Then why you studying? Job. See, all nonsense answers practically. Almost. So narrow-minded. No idea about anything. It's just, just like what is in front of my nose. Okay, there's nothing beyond. We can't understand. There is a saying: I can't see the forest because of trees. I can't see the forest because of trees. Something like this. Anyway. So I'm so focused on the tree, I can't see the whole forest behind. No? I see just one tree. There's a problem with that. Because we don't understand anything beyond. We don't understand then what follows next. And then what? Okay, I get the tree and then what? I get to the tree and then what? I don't realize I'm in forest. And what do you do then? What is the next step? What is the next goal? No idea. So blinded by like this light, when you put this light, during the Simharati, just so blind you just forget about everything, So that's not the goal of life, what we are doing, such a narrow-minded vision. And that's the vision of every conditioned soul. What is their vision? Practically what you told me, I'm just doing everything to have sex life. Money, job, it's just all sex life. Ultimate thing is just sex life. Family, this, that, it's all sex life. Underlying, that's what it is. I want my sense gratification, and topmost type of sense gratification, it's sex life. That's it. That's it. That's all that I want. Position, money, security, so I can have my sense gratification. Very narrow-minded, very limited, very, restricted. Why we are doing what we are doing? It's just so narrow-minded, so incomplete. That's why it says here, they forget completely that one day their small lifespans. You know how long one fly lives? Little, they call it wine fly. These small flies, they come on, if you put fruit flies. You know how long the fruit fly lives? Anybody knows? How many? Wrong answer. Huh?
Someone said 2 or 3 months.
I said wrong answer. Why you have to repeat now? Not monkey might live 2-3 months, but these fruit flies. Yeah, the small one.
1 or 2 days.
Yeah, 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days. So would you consider this is very important life? This is very important life. For that fly, yes, that's the whole life. It's 100 years in this 1 or 2 days. And that small life goes to school also, and then goes to job, and then has a family, and then, it's the same feeling, like 100 years have passed. But would you consider this, 1-2 days, what is this? No? What is this? So insignificant. So that's our life also. Small lifespan. We think, I have so much time. Where you have so much time? It's going to go just like this. Just like this. Will be finished. And they will be degraded in evolutionary cycle. Why degraded? You will lose your human form. If you're not serious about spiritual practice, you lose your spiritual form. Lose your human form, sorry. You lose your human form. So just captivated by seeing the faces of another. Yes, that's the main motivation to work hard, to maintain the family. Just because of sex life. And sex life, yes, that's what you said. I'm doing studies because I want job, and I want job because I want money. Yes, sex life, it means a lot of money. To maintain the family, it takes a lot of money. That's all. That's all what you told me now. That's all this is your vision of life. So limited. So materialistic. Just to get some sense enjoyment. But where is your sense enjoyment? Now you have some sense enjoyment by studying? Where is your sense enjoyment? You're enjoying nicely? You tell me now. But then, you think in the future things will be better? It'll be just even worse, because there'll be more demand to fulfill your sense gratification. There'll be more pressure, more demand, more anxiety, more competition to get money, to maintain everything. And it's not just you, so many others will be dependent on you in family. So that's your goal of life? Very narrow-minded, just like narrow-minded as that fruit flies. That's it. Yeah. Very narrow-minded. That's why we discuss in spiritual life. Spiritual life should give us broader vision. Spiritual life should give us long-term, foresight. Should see a little more than just, work, get money. Stupid, really, it's so limiting. Yeah. It's very narrow-minded, because then, again, you don't know what follows. You don't know anything beyond. You just focus on what? It's my sense gratification. My sense gratification. My precious. Yeah, my precious sense gratification. You don't know where is that from? My precious. Ah, no, good that you don't know. Okay. So that's a very, 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 very unfortunate situation if our consciousness is not developed more than just being focused on sense gratification. Because sense gratification, what kind of pleasure can it give you? Hemant, wash your hands.
Hemant Prabhu.
He's touching immediately. He's touching the floor, touching everything. Yeah. So it's not easy, it's a big struggle, to elevate our consciousness. It's easy to be an animal. It's so easy to be an animal. Yes, don't wash your hands, don't follow this, don't follow that, don't get up in the morning, don't take bath. Especially take bath nowadays. Who is taking bath? You ask your friends, who is taking bath? Are you taking bath in the morning? They say, for what? What are you talking about? Yeah, they even go to toilet, is there? Nobody takes bath. It's too much trouble. But where does that kind of consciousness leads us? It leads us to monkey life. No? You ask, you're so attracted to these girls, do they take bath? You ask any of these girls, when did you take bath last time? What are you attracted to? The perfume, to the makeup that they make, to the dress that they have? You ask them, where did you take bath last time? Yeah, I'm not joking. Then you will see whom you will have to live with once you get married. Yeah, it's so funny. But where is the consciousness? But that kind of conditioned consciousness, that kind of sense gratifying consciousness leads towards animal life. And then you will also become an animal like this. Then you also won't take bath. And anyway, so many other things. It's horrible. It's really degrading. It's degrading. But that's not what human life is meant for. This small lifespan, which will go just like this, if you're just thinking about sense gratification, and my sense gratification tells me now that taking bath is a trouble, so why should I do it, That's a very degrading lifestyle. Yeah. Yes, we have to take. Human life, it's not meant for sense gratification. Human life, it's meant for tapasya. It's meant for tapasya. Rishabdev said to his sons, 5th canto. This is the 5th canto. Yeah. When was that? That comes after? Yeah, that was before. Oh. Human life, it's meant for tapasya. Yeah, meant for tapasya, and then no more any tapasyas once you leave this body. Then you enjoy with Krishna as much as you want. No? It's worth it. That's the whole point. That's what we should see. That's what's worthy. That's what's worthy of that tapasya. Little chanting, little, rising in the morning, little taking bath, little proper consciousness, little knowledge. It's worth it. No this sense gratification. Oh, now it's cold. Matras pashastu konteya shita ushna dukkada agama paina nityas tamstitiksha svabhara. Yeah, tamstitiksha svabhara. Sahana parega. Now it's winter. It's a problem. Summer will come. Summer also. How much tapasya is there? Yes? Yes or no? Summer is very nice. When even cooler doesn't help you. And then again the winter will come, and then in the winter again taking bath and everything, and then this and that, and then rainy season will come, and then this will come, and this. All the time something is coming. No? Where is your sense gratification? And the whole life you're thinking how to adjust now, how to adjust for winter, how to adjust for rainy season, how to adjust for summer season, how to adjust for this season, how to adjust this, how to adjust that, how to adjust the neighbors, how to adjust the wife, how to adjust this, how to adjust kids, how to adjust the job, how to adjust... All the energy gone in this nonsense. Where is your spiritual life? No? So that's why little practice, little regulated sadhana that we learn, that we imbibe this habit. Yeah, that we do something for Krishna, something for ourselves. What the life is really meant for. Not this monkey business. Just tongue, belly and genitals. And then work like a donkey to have some tongue, belly and genital, cessation. That's what this verse is talking about. Yeah. We think it's very nice. Anything that reminds us of sex life, wow, that's very nice. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. Pour more fuel on the lust. Increase the lust. Yeah, increase, and then you burn yourself in that. Immolation. Immolate yourself. Yeah. Burning from outside, you burn from inside, and it all ends in ashes. Yeah. Spiritual life ends in ashes. Even if there is little propensity, because we are not sincere, we think sense gratification is a goal. Yes, that's why we get cheated by so many who will say, yes. Just spiritual life is meant for better sex life. Yeah. Very unfortunate. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains, materialistic people are sometimes called Shudras or descendants of monkeys due to the monkey-like intelligence. They do not care to know how the evolutionary process is taking place, nor they are eager to know what will happen after they finish their small human lifespan. It's not over. It's not over. We came from somewhere, we'll go somewhere also. It's not all in all that what happens now. It's a small lifespan. Just think of your grandparents. Just think of so many other people. They were all so concerned. What about our lives? What about it? Where are they now? And whatever they think it was so important, is it important? It means nothing to anybody else. Why do you think that what you think that is important now, it's going to be meaning to anybody else? Meaning anything to anybody else? How limited we are. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, this Krishna Consciousness movement, is trying to elevate Shudras to the Brahmana platform so that they will know the real goal of life. Unfortunately, being overly attached to sense gratification, materialists are not serious in helping this movement. Instead, some of them try to suppress it. This is the business of monkeys to disturb the activities of the Brahmanas. That's why they say, why are you talking about celibacy? That's demoniac. It's self-denial. It's suppressing. Yeah. Because they have no idea what celibacy means. It's another thing. Neither they're ready to give up their monkey-like sex life. It's threatening their monkey-like sex life. This is the business of monkeys, to disturb the activities of the Brahmanas. That's how they are monkey. Yeah. Bring monkey anywhere, just see what it will do. Yeah. The descendants of monkeys completely forget that they have to die. And they're very proud of scientific knowledge and the progress of material civilization. The word gramya karmana indicates activities meant only for improvement of bodily comforts. That's what I said. You keep on adjusting this season, that season, adjusting, everything for sense gratification. That's what's the goal of life. So much trouble. Adjust this, adjust that. But can you adjust people? No, you can't adjust people. Ultimately, can you adjust the nature? You cannot adjust the nature. Some resource failure is there. What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. Let's say we don't get water. What will we do? How much suffering, no? Let's say you don't have electricity. What are you going to do? How are you going to charge your mobile? What's the use of your mobile then? No? I can't even imagine what would happen. just 2-3 days, people, if they don't use mobile, what will happen? I mean, the people go mad killing each other or something. I don't know what will happen. Imanchu, why touching mobile? That's why I said without mobile, what will happen if we can't use mobile? Presently, all human society is engaged in improving economic conditions and bodily comforts. People are not interested in knowing what is going to happen after death. Nobody is thinking about that. And any one of you ever talks with your college friends or something about that? Any subject like this ever arises? Yeah. Nobody ever thinks I will have to die at one point. And what am I doing about it? Nothing. No? People are not interested in knowing what is going to happen after death, nor they believe in transmigration of the soul. When one scientifically studies the evolutionary theory, one can understand that human life is a junction when one may take the path of promotion or degradation. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrinyati Pitri Vrataha Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhyajino Pimam. Those who worship demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. Those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors, and those who worship me will live with me. Why? No, but who is cooking now? Huh? Huh? Complete. But an offer. Offer then. Somebody offer. What's the problem? Who is clean, who can offer? And who knows how to do it? So that's why, whatever we do, that's our destination. No? Whatever we think of, that's our destination. However we act, that's our destination. So if you act like a monkey, then what is the destination? Monkey life, no? No, we don't think about, our next life or anything. Then how will we act? Like an animals. In this way, we have to prepare ourselves for promotion to the next life. Those who are in the mode of Rajaguna are generally interested in being promoted to heavenly planets. More enjoyment. But in a pious way, we'll be pious, we'll follow Shastra, do some punya. No? But we want to go to heaven. We want to have few apsaras, dancing around and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe some somarasa, some gur pani, something. Some unknowingly are degraded to the lower animal forms. Those in mode of goodness can engage in devotional service, and after that they can return home back to Godhead. Yantima Dhyajino Pimam. This is the real purpose of human life. This Krishna Consciousness movement is trying to bring intelligent people, intelligent human beings to the platform of devotional service, instead of wasting time trying to attain a better position in material life. One should simply endeavor to return home back to Godhead. Then all problems will be solved. That's what we don't understand. I said, this is the problem, that is the problem, billions of problems. Yeah, that's the nature of material world. Get out of the material world, no problems. No problems. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Shrinvatam Svakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridyantostyah Hyapadrani Vidunoti Suhrit Satam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his message, which in themselves virtuously and properly heard and chanted, which are in themselves virtuous. These messages are virtuous when properly heard and chanted. That's why we discuss Bhagavad. That will purify us, that will give us a taste for Krishna consciousness, that will give us understanding of higher purpose of life. No? Not just I work and study because somebody told me, or I have to get a job and get money. So narrow-minded. One simply has to follow the regulative principles, like act like a Brahmana, chant the Hare Krishna mantra, and read Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way one purifies himself or the baser material modes, tamaguna and rajaguna, and becoming free from the greed of these modes, can attain complete peace of mind. In this way one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead and one's relationship with Him, and thus be promoted to higher perfection. Siddhim paramam gata. Okay, any questions on this?
Yes, Prabhuji. First, we have talked about the faith. So, how we can strengthen the faith further, and if one is faithless, how we can promote him to get the faith?
Everything by devotional service, devotional practice, devotional engagement. Increase the faith, strengthen the faith, gain the faith. It's all by application. You apply and you see the result. Then you'll see, wow, this works. No? If I say you want to cook something, well, then you have to put a fire. And you put the fire and then things will be cooked. And I say, wow, amazing, this process works. I put the fire and I get cooked things. No? But if I don't put the fire and then I try to cook, like that story of Birbal, Birbal ke khichdi, whatever. It's not going to work, no? So same thing, devotional process. You apply and you get a result. That's how the faith will be strengthened. Wow, it really works. It's amazing. I have higher consciousness when I practice Krishna consciousness, no? I get better results also, no? I get more taste and I get more understanding how everything else, whatever I thought it's so useful and wonderful, it's actually not. It was an illusion. I was just thinking about it, that it is something that it's not. One becomes very clear with it. How that happens? Apply the process.
Then one becomes happy in this world also and after.
Yes, one can become happy in this world because he won't be affected by this world. Yeah. Affected in consciousness sense. Yeah. Things will be going on as they go on in this world, but one won't be affected by it. Because his mind and goal and consciousness will be somewhere else. And he won't be disturbed. This world is a mess. Yeah, we know that. This world is a mess, so don't expect anything better than mess. Don't expect. That's our problem. That's our problem. We think that yes, everything will be nice and I will adjust everything in this way and I work so hard and I this. And then always you receive lashes and trashes and suffering and pain. And then you wonder, why? I work so hard. I wanted my family to be so nice, but my family is complete nonsense, Nobody's cooperating, nobody's responding, everybody's selfish. Why? Well, good morning. That's the nature of the material world. That's what you're dealing with. You have to be clear about it. That's why, when one gets involved with anything, one should know what one is getting involved with. Be very clear with what is vastavik, what is reality, no? Be very clear. Then you won't have any disappointments or illusions. But we get so excited, wow, this, that, and once you get into it, and of course you can't get out, and then what to do now? I didn't think it's going to be like this. Well, too bad. When you started studying, did you think this studying is going to be like it is now? What is your experience? What you thought? Oh, now when I start studying, everything will be like heaven. Everything will be so nice and exciting and inspiring and, No? Yes or no? What no? Anyway, you may think whatever you want to think. There was one devotee, I met him in Sweden, Göteborg. There is a big car company, Volvo. So he's from India, he's an engineer, and he works for the Volvo company. It's a good salary, it's a good job, no? So I was discussing with I asked him, what did you think when you were coming here? He said, I was so excited, I have big job and big company in the Western world, this, that. And I told him, what do you think now? He's there now for a few years, he's working, He said, well, that's all illusion. That's all illusion, because that place, it's such a cold, boring, dull place, Yeah. So we have so many preconceptions about something once we are into it, and of course now you can't get out of it so easily also, and whatever. He has a family, he has to work, and this and that. Such a horrible thing, There's nothing there, there's no substance. No substance. But we have big dreams about so many things. But once you're in and you're trapped, then it's, what can you do now? That's what you wanted. You were so excited about it. Same thing about marriage, same thing about the job. Why people keep on changing jobs? Because nobody wants you also to keep it. Now, I'm hearing in Mumbai now, so many devotees, they're affected. They have to keep on changing jobs. There's no job. There's no job. It's another thing. They have to find something else. They still have to maintain the family. It's not a joke. It's a very serious thing. We have so many preconceptions. Oh, it's going to be nice. No, it's not going to be nice. We have to be clear about it. It's going to be a big struggle. Don't dream too much. That's right. Do your business, what you have to do, and get out of this world. It's just going to get worse. Okay, anything else? Yeah.
In Bhagavad Lord says, I give whatever devotees desire, and I protect whatever I deserve.
Ananyas chintayantu mam yajana paripasate. Okay, so?
And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord says, those who are asking something material benediction from me by performing spiritual life, I didn't give them, and instead I steal them from them.
Okay, that's on the higher level of bhakti. That happens only when somebody is following at least the process, then you get some result of following the process. You'll get some material benefits. Yeah. But if you're really, really dear to Krishna, then Krishna will take everything away. Why? To give you something better. That's the point. So that depends on the different stages of your consciousness. Krishna knows what's the best for you. But if you don't realize that, then he will not interfere to that extent to disturb your faith. We started with a faith. Faith should not be disturbed, overly. So he won't disturb that. But when you're ready, and he sees that you're ready for something better, then he will give you something better and take something worse that you think it's important. Still. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Premanande. Okay, switch everything off. Okay, one thing.